wrong. I'm saying men should be men.
But you saying we not men. You saying we not men.
Brother. Any man that makes an excuse can't be a man completely. You can be a male. A man comes with responsibilities, and it's hard. To be a man, it's hard, brother. It's not easy. That's why the respect you want from your woman that you don't get, I get from mine.
My woman respect me.
Hold on.
My woman respect me.
You think she respects you.
My woman respect me.
You think she respects you.
Brother.
You think she has she ever raised her voice at you?
No.
Does she cook for you every night, brother?
Of course.
So she respects you, cooks for you every night. Does she clean the house?
Of course.
She cleans the house, and you got her working 16 hours a day. That sounds like slavery.
Ooh, hold on, bring it back. I ain't gonna lie, hold on. First of all, slavery, that's a strong word, brother. But listen.
Polarizing.
But I understand exactly what you meant. Because to have a woman essentially doing the same thing, having all the same responsibilities you have, plus that second shift
of taking care of you,
of being a traditional woman,
right,
and taking care of you and the family, that's a lot. That's a lot. Well, first of all, what made you call that conversation anyway? Like, what made you want to, bring that brother in the room and have that conversation?
We were sitting around and we're discussing why certain men are in the situations that they're in. And I just had to keep it real.
You just had to keep it real?
I just had to keep it real. I had to keep it real. When I think back on the conversation, it went like I was peeling layers off of an onion. And the more you peel the onion, the more your eyes start to water. And then you realize, man, this onion might really be good for me. And that's what it was with the brother. It was the anger, the frustration, the hostility. And not really towards me, but towards himself. And not just towards himself, but towards his father. Now he's thinking, man, I haven't been properly prepared the whole time. I'm thinking I'm a man because this is all I've seen. Now I have someone telling me I'm not a man. And he's living the way I want to live.
Yeah, that's a full body shock right there. Because you talking about some things that I can't even say we don't hear 50-50. We don't hear nothing.
Right.
Nobody talks about how to, provide for a family, what the allocations actually look like, what provision looks like.
Right. But when we do, they say stop.
That's a good point.
When we do, they say stop. When we say, nah, it shouldn't be 50-50. Every household is different. Every man, listen, every man is different. So you're telling me God just say, you do 100, you do 50, you do 25. Matter of fact, you do 0.
Most people have no idea how to plan a date that builds connection. With 100 engaging dating cards, skip the small talk and get straight to the real conversation. Let's take the dating game to the next level. Click the link in the description and use discount code CLIPS for 10% off.
And they're not wondering why their home is stuck in a state of hell. You're going against divine law. You're going against divine order. And when you go against the divine order, all hell breaks loose. Now your woman don't respect you. Your children don't respect you. You're coming home, somebody, can I get a hot meal? Your woman looking at you, can I get a hot meal? Come on, brothers.
So let me ask you this, because just to bring clarity to the conversation, I want to understand, because when the brothers that's 50-50, and I want to bring, because I don't think people understand what that really means if you're new to the conversation. These are brothers who have pretty much taken a pact to say that for the entire duration of their relationship, not a moment or phase. And I think that's the biggest, that's the key piece of information. The entire duration of this relationship from start to finish will be us splitting these bills, right? Because I think it's a good argument. What the brother that might have got married at 21 years old, first of all, at 21 as a man, we still finding ourselves, our identity, our purpose, and we definitely found the paper.
But the only reason, because we weren't properly groomed. When you start going to these foreign countries, they're being taught to be husbands and wives at very young ages. We're not looking for husbands and wives in America. We're looking for someone to help us do our jobs. That's why men say, hey man, 50-50, she's my helpmate. A woman helping you do something and a woman doing half of your job is two different things. And this is what they're not understanding. Their women aren't helping them. Their women are doing their job.
So when you say, so let's talk provision. Okay. Because obviously it's clear that you stand on the side of provision. A man's job is to provide. I want you to walk us through that. What does providing look like from a man on all levels? Like, what does that look like at the highest levels?
First, a man, because we have to deal with self. When I choose a woman, or when a man should choose a woman, it's because he's comfortable within himself. He loves himself. He's physically right, mentally right, spiritually right, intellectually he's being fed, and financially he's right. Now, when a man chooses a woman, he's not choosing a woman to help him do what he's supposed to do. He's choosing a woman to uplift his lineage, take care of his children. And if he's wise enough and he chooses a good woman, he'll pass her a company and say, baby, nurture this. We have to have vision. Men aren't having vision. And that's why you said a man will get into a relationship and be 50-50 for so long. The woman dies, it's still 50-50. But a man not realizing that he should get into a relationship when he can solely be the provider. Why? Because if the relationship doesn't work, you can still keep your home, you can still keep your car, you can still keep everything you have. But if this woman is making sure you're good half of the way, right? And you're doing half of the way, when that woman leaves, the half leaves with her. So now you can't afford that home. You can't afford that insurance. And this is what the men don't want to accept. Man, you're breaking them women. These are magnificent women. They're beautiful. They're handcrafted by God and given to us as a gift. And everything they touch, they nurture. We cause destruction. Men, we destroy. Women, they build. Even at a cellular level, they build.
Yeah. So I noticed that you did say that it's important that it's important that the men are getting a woman when they're financially together. Now, we understand that that's not always the case. A lot of brothers are getting married, it's not as often, but you got guys that get married right after college, some even in the military right after high school. I've seen a couple brothers like that as well. They're not in a position to be 100% or take 100% of the financial responsibility. Do you feel that that's a mistake for a man to take on that responsibility at that point in his life? Or is it okay to be at a point and be 50-50 temporarily and grow into that place as a man?
When a man chooses a woman, a man should be able to provide for that woman. Now, this doesn't mean shopping sprees and whatever you want. No, being able to keep a roof over her head, food in her mouth, clothes on her back. Now, that's just the physical. You also have to be there for her emotionally. And the only way you can do that is by being there for yourself emotionally, healing from childhood traumas. You have to be there for her mentally. You have to be there for her spiritually. See, most men believe 50-50 is just income. They think providing 100% is just income, because you also have men that provide 100%, but when it comes to the woman mentally, physically, and spiritually, he isn't doing anything. And that's why the man that doesn't have money is able to get the woman of the man that does have money, because the man that didn't have money can connect with her at that emotional level.
So this is the thing, y'all. I'm hearing that, and that's empowering me. You know what I mean? I feel good to hear you say that. I actually get very excited about that because that's my ambition. My ambition is to be this extremely strong man who's able to handle business on multiple fronts. But the average person, right, is people watching this right now that's like, that's ridiculous. That's me doing everything. That's me having to be, shoulder all of the responsibilities. So what do you say to the man that's not comfortable with receiving that message from you?
Brother, to be honest, for the man that's uncomfortable taking in the information, he is a disease to his family on every level. Financially, spiritually, mentally, intellectually, he is a dis-ease, meaning everywhere he goes, he brings a dis-ease type of energy.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah, that's kind of one of those who had to let that one breathe for a second.
You gotta let that one breathe.